Peace and love, everyone. Peace and love. Today, I want to talk about the difference between Gnosticism, New Age, and the dangers of religion. Now, there's many forms of New Age, many varieties. Some are good, some are bad. Now, some are out for your money and like alien cults. Now, some of them take your money and will say, oh yeah, like you spend $1,000 or $100, you come to this course and we'll teach you how to summon aliens. New Age faith. Some claim to be like Vikings or pagans, but they've taken old ideals and mixed them with New Age ideals, removed sacrificing, like sacrificing of animals, sacrificing of children, sacrificing of women, of warriors, of men. They can't mix this into society, it will be fucked up. So it's become a New Age religion. Omnism, believing that there's all certain truths in all religion. This is stolen from the Gnostics. Gnostics believe there are certain truths in all the religions and certain truths in all the doctrines. And only a select few would understand this Gnosis. Now, if you're a Christian or a Gnostic and you've gone through long periods of fast and summoning aliens, you're not a Gnostic or a Christian, you're a New Age Christian or a New Age Gnostic. Now, Gnosticism, speaking in tongues, comes from the Gnostics. And what they were doing was summoning angels or higher parts of themselves. Angels being a part of themselves, being a past life or a family member, seeing that all life is connected. They were trying to be like Christ. To be a Gnostic is to be like Christ. Achieve the Christ from within yourself, the divine spark from within yourself, to be in the know. Now, all life is connected. Gnostics seen this, and they also seen that as an unknowable God, energy itself, the part of God that you understood was you. There were many forms of Gnostics. Now, some Gnostics believed in Yaldabaoth, the demiurge, and he created the material world and not the divine spark, the soul. And he was pretty much the devil. Not all Gnostics believed in Yaldabaoth or the demiurge, and they seen that as the material rulers who were fucking up this planet, and archons as well, were ones fucking up the planet, but they also seen archons as us, good archons and bad archons. Love being a good archon, hate being a bad archon, aeons being agents and also being good and bad emotions. Love, a good aeon, hate, bad aeon, bad archon, etc. Now, packing your whole room full of crystals and trying to summon old gods is, again, there's a New Age movement. Now, the whole idea of God being consciousness, being everything, in everything, being a part of us, this is a Gnostic ideal that New Age movements have stole or have borrowed. And throughout the course of history, this has been done multiple times. Apollonius tried to merge in the Greek faiths in with Hinduism, and he was in a Gnostic ideal thought. Now, as well, with merging people together. Now, Buddhists in Japan weren't always in Japan. They merged into with Japan, and they were accept because they didn't take away the role of the emperor, making the emperor like a god in a sense. So they didn't deny it on him. Now, it's been done with even Zoroastrian mixing with Christianity. All religions have changed. Now, no Gnostics worship Yahweh. And I've seen some that sort of are very confused about Gnosticism. And the Gnostics saying Yahweh is Yaldabaoth, the demiurge. Yaldabaoth is Yahweh plus Sabbath mixed together. Now, when the Nag Hammadi was found, the Vatican didn't want it translated. They translated it. And at one stage, the Catholic Church even denied the existence of some of the Gnostics, and said they never existed. And eventually said, yeah, they existed. We killed these people. We're not hiding information. We're selling a copy of the Nag Hammadi. They're not. They're selling this in their bookstores, Gnostic Gospels. Do not buy this book. It's changed. It's nowhere near the same as the Nag Hammadi. If you want to read the Gnostic scriptures, go get yourself the Nag Hammadi library, or go get yourself the Lost Scriptures by Bhakti Ehrman. Now, in this book here, they've added God in every single sentence, pretty much, and they changed all the words. Why? To mislead people so they didn't understand true Gnosticism, didn't understand the true Gnosis, did not read the actual scriptures themselves, to mislead them. So that way they kept their old dogmas and kept this whole idea of the same God. So to confuse the people, this is why. So it's lucky we even have the Nag Hammadi, because it could have easily ended up in the hands of a private collection and never been shown to the public. The Vatican even tried to buy the Gospel of Judas secretly, so that they could hold this information, store it in their library, so you didn't see it, so you didn't know the truth. Now, the New International Bible, published by Collins, he also published The Joys of Gay Sex and the Satanic Bible. He's just out for money. He's removed certain sentences of the Bible. And this is, you don't know. They hide certain things. I think he's removed like 150 sentences, and they say it's a myth, and he's put the actual stuff underneath in the little section, but no, not all of it. So that's how they get away with it. Now, As I said, no Gnostics worship Yahweh. Get rid of that shit. Yahweh was a war god, a lesser deity, who at one stage had a father, El or Elion. The two mixed together. They shared the same names and titles. They had the same wife, Asherah. Asherah was one stage Yahweh's mother. And then eventually they merged together, and then eventually they deleted Asherah. All religions change. Persecution has been going out through a very long, long, long time. So, many varieties of New Age as well. As I said, some are good, some are bad. And most of them are just adapted from all different religions or adapted off of Gnosticism. Now, Gnosticism was to be like Christ, to achieve higher levels of being, the higher levels of consciousness, to achieving the divine spark within you, to be in a know, to realize what you are so you didn't have to keep reincarnating. Gnostics didn't believe in hell, they believed in reincarnation. Heaven to them was a pleroma. Heaven and hell was also a mindset, the pleroma, being the cosmic mind of the mother father, the source of creation. They seen this source of creation within them. Everything was all connected, all life is connected, and it is. Now, to Christians, it's too taboo. It's heresy to be too much like Christ, because it'd be being like God. And this is why Jesus said, you are gods. So whole many Christians are just confused. Catholics and Orthodox just mean correct and right ones who went around killing off the Christians and the Ebionites and, the Jewish Christians. The Gnostics were the good men and women, the good Christians, ones in the know. The Essenes and Ebionites were the poor ones. And these writings were bit different, but also had similarities in between. Now, in the Bible, it mentions talking donkeys and the virgin birth. We know there's no talking donkeys. The virgin birth didn't happen. Now, some people will still believe this. Now, the Gnostics, they see the virgin birth is symbolic, being the mind or soul born of the virgin, the flesh, being born of material through sex. Now, the Essenes believed that Jesus was adopted by God during his baptism. And with Gnosis, you had many forms of Gnostics that sort of spread later on because of the heresy huntings and killings and persecutions, so splittions and adaptions of different groups. And they were just given this name so that it was easier to persecute them or kill them off. So some horrible history there as well. And the whole change of this religion was really politically motivated for a political self-gain of the world leaders of the time, or the empires, like the Roman Empire, which pretty much used Christianity to unify the empire, or Emperor Constantine. He changed certain doctrines as well, but he wasn't as harsh as towards other groups of Christians, what some say. He exiled some and even allowed some safe passage and stuff as well. It was more after his death that all the persecutions are really, really going on. And there were like 11 councils that were choosing what was in the Bible and rejecting what was in it. And yeah. So yes, religion can be very dangerous, especially when you're going off saying that other people are wrong, that they're evil and they're reading evil stuff of the devil and that they're going to go to hell. If God's all loving and someone doesn't believe in him but believes in a different sort of God, and he's a loving person, if he sends him to hell, that's not love. Jealousy is not love. When Yahweh says, I am a jealous God, Yahweh, I am a jealous God. I'm the only God. Yahweh also says the same. So this is why saying an evil creator God is Yahweh. Zeus, made up idea, fictional character that controls you. In Gospel of Philip, it says we create gods, but yet we serve them. They should serve us. This is the reason. It's all of the mind. It's part of you. So people are being fucked up through years of damaging of the psyche throughout, from society, loved ones, and their elders and even friends, of telling them what to believe. And some people just go out there searching to be told what to believe instead of looking from within themselves. We need to look from within yourself. You can be your greatest teacher. You don't need a guru. You can find it from within yourself. Yeah, gurus can be great as well. But you have to find someone that's not self-motivated, that is just acting out of love. And even sometimes with being a spiritual teacher or master can be dangerous too, because it can be, you have a whole bunch of people to look after, and you can ultimately help their life or you can destroy it. So this is one reason it's great to be your own master. You are your own master. You're your own savior. You just have to search from within yourself and realize. Peace and love, everyone. I love you all. Connect till one, mind and soul. Namaste.